Literally, after this week, one more week, playoffs. What is up, Fin fans, football fans? I'm going to do this picks video a little bit different. If you guys notice, first there was something that I want to talk about, and then after that is the picks. So I think for the last 2 weeks, the picks are going to kind of be secondary to what I really want to talk about. And just because next season, these pick videos are going to be completely different. I have a completely different mindset. I have things completely planned. So for the last 2 weeks, they are important because me and my dad are in a little bit of a wager. Not really a wager, but just a competition. But they're kind of secondary right now. So I'll go through the picks kind of quickly and kind of give you guys my rough idea of what I think about each game. That'll be after talking Miami Dolphins stuff. Because I've noticed that the picks videos aren't getting as much views and likes and stuff. So I'm going to spruce up for next season. But for the last 2 weeks, real quick. Beep, boop, boop. But real quick, first off, Little Lauderdale wearing your shirt. Thank you so much for that. And another person that just completely blew me away. If you haven't noticed the YouTube banner, that is Jordan Begay's artwork. I'm going to pop it up so you can see it full right here. Holy crap, is this beautiful. Be sure to check him out on Twitter and on YouTube. I will link both of them below. He is a great, great artist. He does Batman stuff. He did Dolphin stuff. He sends me stuff on Twitter all the time. So if you don't see it, go follow me on Twitter. But he sends me stuff and I was like, you got to make me something. He's like, whatever you need. And look at that banner. If you can, just go to the homepage and just check out that banner that he made. Be sure to check this guy out. He does great work. And really quick, before I jump into kind of what the title says, I really quickly want to thank a lot of you guys. Now, I don't have all of you guys' names written down, but I have a good amount of you guys' names written down. All of my Patreons, I want to thank all you guys so much. Vic, Shake Money, Devil Dog, David, Anthony, Craig, Greg, Highfalutin Tootin, Sean. I want to thank you guys so much. I want to thank All Harvified. I want to thank all you guys because without you guys helping me, sending me stuff behind me, helping me with the artwork, helping me with music, All Harvified helps me with the live streams, Roadrunner helps me with sending me stuff. There's like so many people. Roberto, John with the cutout creation sent me this beautiful masterpiece. Like all of you guys help this channel out. All of you guys send me things. All of you guys reach out to me. Hey, Doug, I can help you with this. Hey, Doug, I'm a graphic artist. I can help you with this. Hey, Doug, I make music. I can help you with this. And all of you guys do that. And all of you guys reach out to me. And it makes the channel so much better, especially you guys that donate, you guys that are my mods, you guys that when I'm live, do all that great stuff of, sending donations that way, being Patreons, donate. You guys have helped me break 8,000 subs, and you guys are helping me get to my goal of making this my full-time job. I just want to thank all you guys. I have a lot of you guys on here, Nabu, Cobb fan, like Little Lauderdale, I met Little Lauderdale. I can't wait to meet you guys. And personally thank you all for helping me. I just really quickly wanted to say that. I know I got a little mushy like right from the jump, but I really quickly want to thank you because without you guys, this wouldn't be possible. Without you guys, that banner, where I'm at now, the intro, all that stuff wouldn't be possible. So just really quickly want to thank you guys and tell you guys how much it seriously means to me that you guys are helping me out. Thank you. So let's jump into what I wanted to talk about. Zero Miami Dolphin players have been sent to the Pro Bowl. Does it bother me? Not in the least bit does it bother me that 0 Miami Dolphins players have been sent to the Pro Bowl. Why? Most of them have been injured and been put on the bench for most of the season. I feel like that if Xavier Howard played the full season and didn't be put on IR, he would have made the Pro Bowl. But you can't have a hard reset. You can't have a complete rebuild like we've had and expect anyone to go to the Pro Bowl, to be honest with you. Like, It doesn't bother me at all. Plus, the Pro Bowl is a complete popularity competition, and right now, the Miami Dolphins are probably the least popular team in the NFL. You got us diehard Dolphin fans that will root for them, win, loss, ups, downs, whatever. But when it comes to the whole NFL, they probably really don't give a crap about the Miami Dolphins. I didn't check how many Cincinnati Bengals are in the Pro Bowl, but I doubt any. I think Saquon Barkley is probably the only running giant that's in the Pro Bowl. It's a popularity contest. Obviously, the Baltimore Ravens get the highest of NFL history with 12 Pro Bowlers. Look at the Baltimore Ravens. Like, seriously. So that's the first thing I want to address is, the Miami Dolphins have zero players going to the Pro Bowl. We're 3-13. We got rid of a lot of players that would probably go to the Pro Bowl. And I'm going to address that because in comment of the day, one of you guys asked me a question that I will go over and I will address that because I know what you're thinking as you're listening to this. Hey, Doug, what do you think about the people that have gone in? I'll talk about it in comment of the day. But it doesn't bother me that 0 Dolphins made it to the Pro Bowl because if you've noticed, and I've noticed this in the past, there was a few years, I think it was like 4 or 5 years ago, Rashad Jones should have been the first ballot into the Pro Bowl. He didn't get in. I think he became an alternate, which is BS. I think Eric Berry got in over him, and he had a better season than Eric Berry. And I was just like, that's when I stopped caring. I'm like, this is a popularity contest, and if you're if you're a team that's flashy and doing great things, they're just going to put you in. And there was a ton of times where, like, I thought certain Dolphin players should have gotten in, and I'm like, how are they not getting in? Like, this doesn't make any sense. And it shows. The Pro Bowl is the Pro Bowl. If it's all pro, that's different because all pro is voted by like legit people who know football, who know what they're doing. The Pro Bowl is just a popularity contest, so it doesn't bother me. And real quick, Raekwon McMillan has been put on IR. That happened, I think, a day or two ago. I'm going to fully address that tomorrow in my preview for the Dolphins Bengals game. But just real quick, I just want to throw that out there. It's probably nothing serious, but there's no point in him playing 2 games when we can start poaching practice squad players and seeing what we can get for them. But that is what I wanted to talk about before I get into my picks video. Again, thank you guys all so much for contributing and making this channel what it is. So last week, I didn't do too bad. 12-4 last week. My dad last week did a little bit worse. I think he did about 9-7. Didn't do too bad, but I did better last week. So my overall record is 141-83. My dad is 135-89. I went back up 6 games on the man. I went back up 6 games. He has this week and next week to catch up. If not, reigning champion. I think I won last year. I have to go back and check, but I think I won last year. Reigning champion. So let's break down the games. There is no Thursday night game, so there is no game tonight. There is how many games? There is 3 games on Saturday. One at 1 o'clock, one at 4:30, and one at 8:15. It's that time of the year where all of a sudden we got Saturday games. I remember, I think it was 3 years ago, the Dolphins played the Jets Saturday, and I had to go to a wedding. And I was so mad about missing that game. Dolphins ended up winning, completely destroying. I think that's when David Fales, or not David Fales, but the Jets quarterback got completely destroyed by Cameron Wake and Ndamukong Suh. Thought it was hilarious. But Saturday morning, 1 o'clock, you got the Texans heading to Tampa Bay, take on the Bucs. Texans are giving 3. Me and my dad are both taking the Texans in that one. Easy pick. Texans are on a roll. Texans are trying to win the division. The Titans, we'll get to that, have the Saints, then the Texans again. It's big for the Texans to win that game. Then at 4:30, this is actually a very big game. It's the Buffalo Bills taking on the New England Patriots in Foxborough. There goes a card just roaring down my block. If the Buffalo Bills can still win the division, they need to beat the New England Patriots, and then they need the Dolphins to beat the New England Patriots next week. And then the Buffalo Bills will win the division. So a lot of you Buffalo Bill fans are probably going to be rooting real hard for the Miami Dolphins next week against the New England Patriots. But the Bills are taking on the Patriots. Patriots are giving 6.5. They're home in Foxborough. Surprisingly, me and my dad are both going to take the Bills in this one. Not because of our hatred of the Patriots, but just because the Patriots are kind of falling off. They're kind of struggling. They beat Cincinnati, but at some point, Cincinnati was beating the Patriots. And we like the way the Bills' offense and defense is rolling. We would like to see them finally punch the Patriots in the mouth and give them a scare that they're going to take the division. We'll see if it actually happens. Then we got the Rams heading to San Francisco to take on the 49ers. The Rams who just got completely demolished by the Cowboys. 49ers are given 6.5. Me and my dad are both going to take the 49ers in this one. Rams, you got completely destroyed by the Cowboys. Completely destroyed. Then we got the New York Giants heading to Washington, D.C. to take on the Redskins. San Francisco. Redskins are given 2.5. This is a 1 o'clock game, Sunday. This is a split. Now, again, I have 6 games on my dad. Me and my dad have 4-game difference this week. So if he gets all his 4 right, then next week he would need to just get 3 right and beat me. But I'm taking the Giants. My dad is taking the Redskins. I could see why. Supposedly Daniel Jones is feeling healthy, is going to play again. But I feel like that is going to give the Giants the spark they need to potentially beat the Redskins. As a Dolphin fan, I want the Giants to win this game just because it'll give us a better chance at getting that pick if we lose to the Bengals. And again, I will give you my pick on that tomorrow in the preview video. Then we have the Jaguars heading to Atlanta to take on the Falcons. Falcons beat the 49ers last week. I don't think anyone predicted the Falcons beating the 49ers last week. And the Jaguars beat the Raiders. So this is 2 5-9 teams. The Falcons are actually giving 7. Giving a whole touchdown. Me and my dad are going to take the Falcons in this one. We just like the fact that, they have more of a veteran quarterback at Matt Ryan versus Minshew. But don't be surprised if the Jaguars pull this off, but I am taking the Falcons, so is my father. Then we have the Carolina Panthers heading to Indianapolis to take on the Colts. Colts given 7. Colts pretty much knocked themselves out of the playoffs by losing to the Saints. There's really no chance for them to make it. I think that last wild card spot is up for grabs between the Steelers and the Titans. So that's about all that can grab that wild card spot because right now the Bills already clinched their playoff spot. So it's either a divisional title or a wild card for the Bills. But the Panthers taking on the Colts. I'm taking the Colts. My dad's taking the Panthers. I just like the way that the Colts are playing better than the Panthers. The Panthers do have Christian McCaffrey, but I'm just going with the Colts on that one. Then we have the Ravens at the Browns. It doesn't even matter who's giving points or what. Ravens are going to win that one. Just go to the next one. Saints at Titans. Like I said, this is a big one. Saints are 8-6. Titans are 8-6. They need to win this one if they want to stay in the playoff hunt because the Steelers this week don't have that hard of a team. I'm literally going to talk about that next. Me and my dad are both taking the Saints. Their offense is just clicking, especially with Drew Brees, with how he played on Monday night, getting the record and everything. And the Titans, we'll see if they can keep, that hot hand that they had for so long. See if Tannehill can continue to produce. He had a little bit of a slump. He still threw 2 touchdowns, still had a good QBR. Had that interception, though. The interception could have helped them win the game if he didn't throw it. But me and my dad are both going to take the Saints in this one. And like I said, the very next game is the Steelers taking on the Jets. So the Titans and the Steelers are both 8-6. They both need to win. I think the Steelers have the tiebreaker right now. I'm not 100%. I have to look into that. But the Steelers taking on the Jets. Steelers giving 3. Me and my dad are both taking the Steelers. So in this scenario, this would really hurt the Titans to get that wild card spot and make the playoffs if they lose and the Steelers win, because then they have to face the Texans week 17, which I don't know if the Texans would rest their starters in that scenario, but me and my dad are taking the Steelers. Like I said, Steelers are giving 3. Jets are just done. It happens with Adam Gase teams where they just give up at the end of the season. It just is what it is. Then we have the Detroit Lions taking on the Denver Broncos. Broncos are actually giving 7 to the Lions. Broncos are home. Me and Dad are taking the Broncos. These are 2 crappy teams that are playing each other, but the Broncos have a little bit better defense. Oakland Raiders in LA taking on the Chargers. Chargers are given 7. Me and my dad, actually my dad is taking the Chargers. I'm taking the Raiders. Chargers just know how to lose. And I just think that the Raiders are going to try to end this out on a high note. If you can pick up what I'm putting down. Then we have the Cardinals heading to Seattle, take on the Seahawks. Easy pick. Seahawks are going to win this one, given 9.5, 11-3, taking on 4-9-1. It just is what it is. Then we have a big game. This game probably is going to decide who wins the NFC East. Dallas Cowboys taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. My dad is taking the Cowboys. I guess he thinks they're riding that hot hand of beating the Rams as bad as they did. I'm actually going to take the Eagles in this one. I like the Eagles defense, and I like them at home. Both 7-7, both want to win this division. Well, 8-8 team might win the division, which is pretty ridiculous, but I'm taking the Eagles. My dad is taking the Cowboys. Then we have the Chiefs taking on the Bears in Chicago. Sorry, Bears fans. It's going to be the Chiefs. Chiefs are taking this one. Me and my dad are both taking the Chiefs. And we have the Green Bay Packers heading up to Minnesota to take on the Vikings. 11-3, 10-4. This actually could help. Big game to win the division. Monday night game. Me and my dad are both taking the Pack. Go back, go. Then it comes to the final game. Miami Dolphins taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. My dad is taking the Miami Dolphins. He's been doing it all season. If you want to know who I'm taking, you're going to have to check out tomorrow's video where I break down the game, give you, injury report, all that stuff, talk more about Raekwon McMillan, talk about some other things that are happening. But other than that, be sure to comment below. A lot of big pivotal games this week. You got like I said, the Titans and the Steelers need to win their games. You got the Vikings versus the Packers. That's for the division. You got a lot of pivotal games this week. So be sure to comment below. Let me know what you guys think and all that jazz. And let me get to one of your guys' comments of the day. And this comment comes from Jackson, and he says to me, "Hey, Doug, I was just wondering, how do you feel about the ex-Dolphin player's recent success? Kenny Stills had 2 touchdown game. Kenyon Drake had 4 touchdowns and 137 yards." Now, I get this question a lot because Laremy Tunsil's going to the Pro Bowl. Mika Fitzpatrick's going to the Pro Bowl, obviously. And Ryan Tannehill is an alternate. He didn't make the Pro Bowl, but he's an alternate because Patrick Mahomes, Lamar Jackson, there was better quarterbacks ahead of him. Heck, even Tom Brady didn't make the Pro Bowl. Good. Screw Tom Brady. So I get this a lot. What do I think about ex-Dolphin players having the success that they're having? Congratulations. Good for you. I'm happy for you. Continue having success. That's what I got. I have no hostility towards any of them. Things happened the way they did because they needed to. I've talked about this time and time again where I'm not talking about Laremy Tunsil and Mika Fitzpatrick anymore. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it because I've said it so many times that it's pointless. And Ryan Tannehill is having the success he's having because of the situations he's in. It is what it is. You cannot say that the Dolphins didn't try to put him in a successful situation when they've spent money on wide receivers, when they brought in Brandon Albert, when they drafted Mike Pouncey, they did all these things for him. It just didn't pan out. He's in a great situation now. Will it hold up? Will it continue? We'll see. I have no ill will or any bad feelings towards any of the players that are gone. Kenyon Drake, you guys know in the offseason, I liked Kenyon Drake better than I like Kalen Ballage, and I'm sticking to it. I went on TD's YouTube channel, and I debated him about it. I brought him here. We debated about it. You guys know for a fact I like Kenyon Drake better than Kalen Ballage, and it just so happens that one is doing way better than the other. Thank you for the comment. Be sure to comment below, like I said. Also, you guys will probably wonder what a Patreon is because I thanked a lot of the Patreons in the beginning of the video. Patreon is like a monthly payment service where you can help me out, help the channel out, donate, all that stuff. There's different tiers. Like the first tier, you get first dabs at comment of the day. Second tier, you become a mod. The third tier I got up there now, which Vic is a part of. You get to, you get a lot of cool things. Essentially, I do a video with you, all that stuff. I'm going to make a Discord where all the guys that are in the Patreon, we all can be in the Discord, all that stuff. I'm thinking of doing a lot of other things. Got a lot of stuff done, but if you want to join the Patreon, don't feel like you need to. It's linked below. Also, my merch is linked below. I do have some merch that's linked below. So be sure to check that out. Thank you, Little Lauderdale, for meeting me in person and giving me this awesome shirt. Fits great. Thank you so much for that. But other than that, be sure to follow me on Twitter. Be sure to check out Jordan's Twitter as well. I'm going to pop that up as well. He did the art above my banner. Thank you so much for that. Be sure to check that stuff out. But on Twitter, I'm breaking news. I retweet it. I tweet out things all the time. My thoughts, some things that are happening, like the Buffalo Bills scenario, the Dolphins strength of schedule scenario. A lot of things that happen, I break it out on Twitter. So be sure to follow me on Twitter. Check out the Bit Boys. We're starting to pick up pace. A lot of that is thanks to you guys. You guys are subscribing, commenting, all that stuff. So if you like what you see, be sure to check out the Bit Boys. Hit that subscribe button. Other than that, give this video a thumbs up. We have 2 more games, and then the season ends, and then we start focusing on the draft. We will know where we pick. And then all of a sudden you're getting the DouglieDoWrong videos with mock drafts. You're getting the DouglieDoWrong videos with who I think the Dolphins should go after in free agency. I'm going to live stream playoff games. You have a lot of content left. I will not stop making content. So give this video a thumbs up because you like the stuff. Give this video a thumbs up because, hey, you made it this far in the video and you're listening to this spiel. Also, check out DolphinsTalk.com and Sportscaster, 2 great sites I'm affiliated with. One is a streaming service, Sportscaster. The other is a great Dolphins content site that I'm a part of. Be sure to check them both out. Other than that, hit that subscribe button. Like I said, I got a lot planned for you guys. I got a lot coming up. So be sure to subscribe so you're here for it. Be sure to subscribe because you're here for it on the beginning of the building of this dynasty. You don't want to be one of those guys who are like, hey, I never knew about you until we started winning. You want to be here from jump. So be sure to hit that subscribe button. Other than that, I'll see you guys tomorrow with the Dolphins Bagels breakdown. But like usual, stay classy. Fins up.